Hey, what's up? I just wanted to make a little game tour video. Uh, I've been collecting video games for the last 6 months or so, and I wanted to document this mainly for myself. But if there's anyone interested, then feel free to give it a watch. So I'll start with my Nintendo part and just some random items on top. There's my 2DS XL, a structure deck Yu-Gi-Oh, a limited edition One Piece game for 3DS. There's some Pokemon cards, Shadowless, base set trio, all 9s. My Switch games. Currently I'm playing Animal Crossing a lot, and I just picked up the Super Mario 3D World that came out this week. A GameCube memory card, Tetris DX, that's the gold one, that's Pokemon Stadium 2 for the N64, but it's the Japanese version. I can't play it unfortunately, but the box looks cool. Over here there are some 64 games, Diddy Kong Racing, Donkey Kong 64, F-Zero, Pokemon Snap, Mario 64, Zelda, and 2 loose games. Then down here are my GameCube games and my boxed Platinum Mario Kart GameCube with this Mario Kart sealed version, red seal. And this is a Pokemon card that I commissioned the artist to make when my son was born. I'm the Primeape and he's the Mankey, of course. Felt cool to do that. So the GameCube games I have are Animal Crossing, then the first 3 Harry Potter games, Mario Kart Double Dash, another copy, this one is sealed and the other one is to play, Mario Party 5, Mario Smash Football, lots of fun, Metroid Prime, Colosseum, Resident Evil 4, the original system that it came out on, Soul Calibur 2, Super Monkey Ball, and The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker Collector's Edition. So, as you can see, I only have one Platinum game, or Classic game, whatever, and I try to avoid getting those. I'll get to the PS2 games soon, but whenever I get a chance to upgrade from a Platinum game to a regular one, I do so. So down here we have my Nintendo DS games, Lego Harry Potter, some Mario games, Pokemon, and the Soul Silver game that you see over there is supposed to be in the big box on the right side, but I like it better this way for display reasons. Pokemon White, a Professor Layton game, a remake of Super Mario 64, and Phantom Hourglass Zelda. Then some Game Boy Color games, Gold and Silver. And over here are 2 pre-release packs of Vivid Voltage. So I had some space, so I just put in some Pokemon games to stay with the theme. Bit lower, here's my 2DS XL. It's the Pikachu edition with the stick-out nose, and that's a figurine that came with the One Piece Collector's Edition that I showed earlier. And I use this thing, it's like a clicking device, to count whenever I'm shiny hunting on a Pokemon game. Currently I'm using it to hunt for shining Mewtwo in what's it called? In Soul Silver. So another Animal Crossing game, Donkey Kong, Fire Emblem, 3 Kirby games, Luigi's Mansion, Mario Kart, Monster Hunter, New Super Mario Bros, 2 One Piece games, Pokemon Y, Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. And then over here I have 1 opened and 1 sealed copy each of Pokemon Moon, Pokemon Sun, Ultra Moon, and then only the sealed Ultra Sun. I need to get an opened one from that as well. So Super Smash Bros for 3DS, Super Mario 3D Land, the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask remake, that one is sealed as well. And behind there's Ocarina of Time, Yokai Watch 1, 2 variations of 2, and a sealed copy of Yoshi's New Island. And then in the case there are some loose games, some Pokemon games, Mario Kart, Fire Emblem, the ones that I used to play over the last couple of months. So down here is a little bit of a Game Boy altar. Original games, yellow, blue, red, Pokemon Green, Japanese only game. So there's my boxed teal Game Boy Color, a Japanese Game Boy Advanced, that classic Game Boy that isn't working and it's a bit, I mean, it's got some color on it, but I've just got it for showing off. And then the Pokemon Edition Game Boy that I have this case for. Now, on the side I do have a Wii U box, not the console but the box. Original Xbox box, PS3, and 2 boxes for Xbox 360. And over there are my Magic the Gathering decks, some more books and playmats. And it's a bit of a mess at the moment, but I make do with the space that I have over here. So, coming from Nintendo we move on to PlayStation. On top are my Hatsune Miku PS Vita Japanese limited edition box and the white PSP 1004 edition, the box. Only 2 PlayStation 1 games at the moment, Final Fantasy 9 and Gran Turismo 2. I want to expand on my PS1 collection a bit, mainly RPGs, JRPGs. PlayStation 2, over 100 games at the moment. Only started collecting these like 5 or 6 months ago in quarantine, so you'll see at my Xbox 360 collection I've been collecting quite a lot over the last few months, and I hope to expand a little more, but just a couple of games that I really want to get, and not any game I can get my hands on like I used to do. So over here I've got a hack game, just the first one, the other ones are quite expensive. They're free Avatar games, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, Beyond Good and Evil, Burnout, Canis Canaan, that's Bully. The one without a cover is Castlevania, then Champions of Norath, a Crash game, Def Jam, Final Fantasy, Dirge of Cerberus, Dragon Ball Z, Tenkaichi 2 and 3, Dragon Quest 8 and iToy, some FIFA and Final Fantasy 10. Moving on, Final Fantasy 10-2, Final Fantasy 12, some of my favorite games for this system. God of War, Grand Theft Auto, Gran Turismo, Half-Life, the first 5 Harry Potter games. Try and get as many copies as I can from multiple consoles, so I have them for GameCube and PlayStation 2 as well. Hitman 1 and 2, Eco, some Jack and Dexter games, James Bond, Killzone, Kingdom Hearts, some Tomb Raider, Manhunt, that's a Rockstar game. I didn't know about its existence until recently. Picked it up in a collection and just decided to keep it after it didn't sell. Metal Gear Solid, Midnight Club, Need for Speed, Okami, Prince of Persia, the original Ratchet and Clank trilogy, and there's a Harry Potter ornament. Over here some PS2 memory cards and Rayman, Scarface, Silent Hill 2 and 3. Recently picked up the Silent Hill 3 game. I'm missing number 4, The Room, the Sly Raccoon trilogy, some Sonic games, Soul Calibur, Spider-Man SSX, Stella Deuce. That's a cool Fire Emblem-like RPG turn-based. It's like a tactical RPG. Some Tekken games that I'm looking to replace into the regular versions. As I said, I'm trying to get rid of the platinum ones. Godfather and Spyro. And Lord of the Rings. And it continues here as well. Number 2 and 3. Another RPG, The Sword of Eteria. Tony Hawk 3 and 4. And Underground. True Crime and Virtua Fighter. Then over here is a sealed box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Some empty, unfortunately, base set packs. But they are first edition Dutch, so I think that's cool. The only 2 PS2 games I have at the moment are sealed copies of Final Fantasy XIV and the expansion Stormblood. I do not plan on opening these. I have played Final Fantasy XIV quite a bit. I just want them because they gave me lots of good memories. So over to my PS3 collection. I try to get as many RPGs and action games as I can for this system. So we have Enchanted Arms, Escape Dead Island, that's a sealed copy. Fallout, FIFA, Final Fantasy, God of War, a GTA 5 game, Heavenly Sword, Heavy Rain, Infamous, Killzone, Little Big Planet, Metal Gear Solid 4, 3 copies of MotorStorm, All Stars Battle Royale, that's a crossover with the Vita, Prince of Persia, Ratchet and Clank, some more Ratchet and Clank, Red Dead Redemption Original one and the expansion, Resistance, Tales of Symphonia, Skyrim, The Walking Dead Telltale, Tomb Raider, and the Uncharted trilogy. And over there is a loose copy of Gran Turismo 5. I don't have a box for it. And down here are my 3 PSPs. So I have the white one, the pink one, that's just a matte pink. And I can take out the third one that I have. I'm really happy I got this. It's the Final Fantasy VII 10th anniversary. So, seems like I missed out on the lowest layer. Over there's my Switch box, and there's the iToy collection box, and my boxed PS2 Pink Edition. I really like that one. I don't play on it, it's still in the box, but yeah. Then over here, some memorabilia on top. 2 stuffed dolls. There's the Secret Lair Magic the Gathering International Women's Day. I used the cards in some decks. There's the Harry Potter and Pokemon DVD box sets I had as a kid. Over here is a loose copy of Gears of War 3 Collector's Edition. It didn't fit with the 360 games down there, so I put it with my original Xbox games. So over there, in front is the Wheel of Fortune that I sold and I'm mailing tomorrow. It's a revised copy and it's near mint, so I have it sealed. And the games for the original Xbox are Far Cry, Halo, some Medal of Honor, PGR Racing, some Tom Clancy games. Then over to Xbox 360, probably my favorite library of all games. Although PS4 is really getting great games at the moment still, even though PS5 is out. So I have some James Bond games, Afro Samurai, Alan Wake, Army of Two. And as with the PlayStation 2 games, I'm trying to get rid of the classics versions here as well, but yeah. I'm just taking it easy. When I come across a game, I just replace it. So, Assassin's Creed, I believe that's all versions on Xbox 360. Banjo-Kazooie, the Batman games, some Battlefield games and Bioshock. That's a Steelbook and Collector's Edition for 2. Over here is a PSA 9 Expedition Kingler Hollow, and behind there is just some Call of Duty games. I have all of them for Xbox. Crackdown, Crisis, and in that one is Dante's Inferno, Darksiders, Dead Island, Dead or Alive, Dead Space 1 and 2. There's a Full Art Trainer, PSA 8 from Dragon Majesty. I'll just remove it to see what games are behind there. So Deus Ex, Devil May Cry 4, Dragon Age, Fable, Far Cry and Fear. Some more Final Fantasy 13 copies. I own those for PS3 as well. It's just one of my favorite games in this generation, and I actually ordered a PS3 limited edition from Japan that I hope will arrive in about 2 or 3 months. Some Forza games to continue. Gears 1, 2, 3 and the Sealed Judgment copy. GTA 4 and 5. It's one of my favorite games, GTA 5. The story is so cool. Played through it I think 3 times, and I want to own it on every single console that it is released on. Some Guitar Hero games. I actually have Guitar Hero Aerosmith on the way. Was missing that one, along with some others. So Halo, and down here are the other Halo games. Hunted is a great split screen co-op game. Just Cause, Kingdom Under Fire, LA Noire, Left 4 Dead 2, Lost Odyssey, great RPG. Mafia, Mass Effect. I'm currently playing Mass Effect. I haven't really finished it ever, so I decided to pick it up a couple of weeks ago, and I plan to continue soon. Max Payne, Medal of Honor, Metal Gear Rising and Metro. There's Mirror's Edge, and the cover is printed unfortunately, but I'll get it replaced soon. Mortal Kombat, Need for Speed games, PGR, Prototype and Red Dead Redemption. I have that game on both PS3 and 360. And Pokemon card. This is a played copy, unfortunately, of the first edition Shadowless Squirtle. I have a regular Shadowless PSA 9 that I just showed, but this is a first edition one. And along with a first edition Shadowless Pokeflute, those are the only 2 first edition base set cards that I own. So down here, I'll start with my PSP games. Some Crash, Final Fantasy 7 Crisis Core. So that's the game that came with the PSP limited edition that I have. Unfortunately without a box, but perhaps I'll come across it someday. Dexter. Some more Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy 4. The movie Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy Tactics. 3 Japanese Hatsune Miku rhythm games. Just fun games to play. GTA, God of War, Gran Turismo, Jak and Daxter, Killzone. Just your classic PlayStation gems. Tomb Raider, Loco Roco, great game. Luminous 1 and 2. And over here, Medal of Honor, Metal Gear Solid, Midnight Club, Motorstorm, NBA Street, Patapon, Sonic. The Japanese game, that's Taika no Tatsujin DX. It's the 3rd game in the series. I'll try to get number 1 and 2 from Japan, but as you might know, the PSP is region free, so you can play games from any region, but sometimes they can be hard to get to. Tales of Eternia, Test Drive and Wipeout Pulse. And then my Vita games, Assassin's Creed and FIFA, the original Gravity Rush, Killzone, some Lego games, and some of them are sealed. The Little Bit Planet, Luminous, the Vita edition, Over here, Rayman Origins, Tearaway, Uncharted, great game, and Wipeout 2048. And over here is my Hatsune Miku PlayStation Vita, but it's in a cover in this case, so I can't really show the system right now. I have to take it out. So I'll put this back where it belongs, and at the moment this is my setup. I mainly study here, and it's kind of a sad view with the snow melting right now. But this is where I study. I have some playmats over there, Hatsune Miku, and a Pokemon mat with some game accessories. I mean, I have some cases, covers I don't really have a use for, some loose Game Boy games, batteries and the like, stuff you need for gaming. And then some more. Those are cases as well, some loose games. And some inlays for 64 games and a GBA game. And one can never have enough sleeves when you collect cards. It's always good to have some sleeves lying around. So I currently have my 360 hooked up, and I'm looking through some games and updating my Excel file. I catalog everything I own, and I try to be as precise as possible. So like I said, I've been collecting for the last 6 months, I think, maybe 8. It's been a great ride so far, and I'm trying to get some more games, specifically for PS3 and PS4 in the future. Down here, on my consoles, I have the Pikachu Nintendo 64. That's my Platinum GameCube, Mario Kart. These are my cables. I don't really hook up my consoles too often, so once I need a cable, I can get it out in a couple of minutes. Some controllers for 64, some GameCube, PS2. And over there is my PS3. That spot belongs to the 360. 2 more copies of the PS2 Slim. I have the pink one, like I said. But when I want to play PS2, I just hook up the black one. It's easiest. So the Xbox Original. And there are some controllers for PS3, original Xbox, and the 360. So I'm putting these behind doors because I don't want to get them too dusty. So I guess that wraps up my video game room tour for now. I just wanted to make this to look back at in a couple of months or maybe a couple of years to see where my collection has gone from this point. I hope you enjoyed, and perhaps we'll see each other in the future. Bye bye.